everybody, this is WarDrone, and today I'm going to be doing a step-by-step tutorial on how to build a 3-wide piston moat. That is including how to set up the inside corners so that they work, how to run your wiring, how to do an XOR gate for both your switches inside and out, how to lay the whole thing out completely, and a step-by-step guide. I will be cutting the video. I will be explaining what I'm doing and then cutting the video and having it done to save time. Because this thing will probably take around 2 hours in total if I just stay recording and doing it. So I want to try and cut it down to about somewhere around an hour so it doesn't take me forever to upload it. If you wanted to follow along, you can. I just made this crappy little house, okay? I suggest that if you're going to follow along, you get into creative. Do not do it in survival. You probably could do it in survival, but I hope it's something you've been playing for months or a year or whatever, and you have a stockpile of everything, and you don't mind digging for hours and hours on end, okay? So the first thing, I have this house set up. This is just a whatever structure I just threw together. Okay, I left the roof open so I can fly in and out. I have set up an area for my main door. Okay, this area right here, and that's this. I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's 16 by 15. Okay, is the area I'm working with. It's fairly large, but it doesn't have to be this big, or it could be even bigger. That's up to you, okay? I would suggest that if you're going to go smaller, do not go any smaller than an 8 by 8 area, because you're going to run some wires and redstone inside and everything, and you're going to need room for a wire for a switch and wires to run and activate all your inside pistons, okay? So the first thing we're going to do, I have this dug out in this area just so, I could tell how far I'm digging and everything. So first thing we're going to do is in this area right here, this gully, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I want to take them all the way down 3, okay? I want to go down 3, 6 wide by 3 deep all the way around. And then I'm going to ask you to dig some more. The whole thing's going to go down 3, but 3 here. Then these 2, I want you to go down 5, and then this one, I want you to go down 3. I will dig it all out 3 deep, and then I'll dig the next 2 areas down for anybody that's confused. So I'm going to get started with that. I'm going to stop recording, and I'll be back when I'm done with that first part. Okay, so I'm done. I hope you're done. If not, you can pause it and then come back to the video or write it down or whatever. Okay, so the next thing I want you to do, like I said, if anybody followed along and you understood what I was saying about the 4th and 5th off of here to go down 2 more, you're ahead of the game. So that's what I want you to do. You can either come off 1 here and go, but all the way around, I want you to go down 2 on both of these, okay? And go all the way around with this. And I will return when I'm done, and I'll meet you back here. Okay, so that's done. I'll bring you around. Alright, it's done all the way around. There we go. Okay, the next thing I want you to do is come down here, and I want you to knock this first block off all the way around. Alright, so we're going to go all the way around and just knock this first block off. I'll be back when that's done. Alright, I'm done with that. All the way around. That's what it should look like. There we go. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to somewhere around center. I'm gonna chew this out, and I'm gonna go down 3 here, and I'm gonna leave the rest of this top here, but I'm gonna hollow out everything else. I'm gonna start with my base here, the lower block, until I reach that wall where I had broken through, right there. Okay, so now that's as far as I want to go on every side, and I want to hollow this whole thing out, just these 2 blocks all the way around, and everything in the middle, all of this. Okay, and I'll return when I'm done with that. Okay, I'm done. So this is what I'm left with, all on the inside. It's great, it's beautiful, it's what I wanted. Now this is my entrance, so you need to decide where your entrance is going to be. I'll open this up more. It can be anywhere, but what I want you to do is figure out where your entrance is, and I'm going to have a 2-door entrance, and I'm going to come here and I'm going to go 8 wide, and I'm going to go back 10. And I'm going to dig it down 4. And I'm going to take all of this out at this point. So I'm going to do that now, and I'll be back when that's done. Whew, okay, so that's done. Wow, my finger hurts. I've been clicking like a madman. So, okay, so this is what we have. That's all hollowed out, and that bottom is broken out. So it all looks good. The next thing I want you to do is grab your sticky pistons, okay? There we go. And I want you to, you're going to lay these out right like that on this top part. The first 3 off of that area that next to your house. And you're going to do this all the way around. You're going to fill every single one. And I want them all facing up like that, and you do that all the way around. So we're going to do that next, and I'll be back. Okay, so that's done, right? Got all that all the way around. Next thing I want you to do is come down here, and I want you to come back, and we're going to build an XOR gate. Don't get nervous if you've never done this. It's very simple. Okay, you're going to start like that. Okay, let me repeat that. 1, 2, 3, and 1 in the center. Very simple. Then you're going to come out here, and you're going to put a block here and here. 1 space off that. Right, 1 space off that, and a block on either side, just like that. Okay. Next thing you're going to do is grab redstone torches. I'm going to put 1 on top here, 1 on the side here, 1 on top here, 1 on the side here, 1 on the side there, there, and there. Okay. Now this will work for Xbox and PlayStation, this XOR gate. So if you only have Minecraft for that, you can build this with that also. Let me go over to redstone again. Next I want you to put your redstone, okay? Grab your redstone. Sorry about that. Okay, so you put your redstone here, and then you just put it here and on top of this block, and then here and on top of this block. Look, you can't put it anywhere else. You can put it here. Don't do that. That'll mess it up. You don't want to do that. Okay? So that's what it should look like. Let me give you a top view when it's all done. Great, you got that part. Now you're just going to put redstone in between here on this part. You're going to skip this. Don't put anything there. I'm going to put it here. And then you're just going to extend it outward. And you're going to go, let's stop right there, okay? That's as far as you're going to go for now. Alright, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to figure out, let's figure out inside where I want my switch for the inside to be. And I want it right there. That's where I want mine. You can put yours wherever you want, but I want mine right there. And what I'm going to do is do this and that, because that's where I'm going to bring it up at. But I actually want to bring it over on this side, one away from it. So when I bring it up, I can just turn it and right up. So, alright, this is where my switch is, right? Yeah, and I want it here. Just going to follow this line. I'm going to break that. There we go. I know exactly where I want it. And I'm going to run my redstone like that. And I'm going to start here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down 6, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? And that's in line, and that's where I want it. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do is come inside. And just off of this somewhere, I'm going to, let's call it right here. 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go down 7. Just to be safe. I'm not sure how many it's going to be. Ugh, can't fly. There we go. And what I like to do is whenever I have a step down like this and I know I can't put a block there, I like to put a torch where I can't put blocks. So I know that if I close this off later, I can't put a torch there. Because if I put a torch, I can't put a block there, sorry. Because if I put a block, what happens is, the redstone can't go through this. This wire can't go through this. It needs to be open, and that just ensures that I don't accidentally put a block there at some point. So now we're just going to break through. That's my last torch. We'll put another torch here. I'm not sure how far I gotta go. Put another torch there. Okay, there we go. Okay, the most important part about this is right here, you want these two spaces, okay? You want to have these two patches here. So 3 off of the back of your piston, 1, 2, 3. You want that, okay? You need that. Just in case you just want to have 3, just in case. So what I do is I dig everything down to that point, okay? And then I'll see how far I can close this off at. So we're going to use, let's just use whatever block I have. Just make it step area. Okay, let me see how that works. I think I can go back a couple more. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go 2 more. That should be pretty good right there. Alright, so we'll go back down and I'll continue running this redstone. And it will go right to under this block here and stop. That's where you're going to stop. Next, you're going to grab your lever, okay, put your lever on top and hit the switch. We're going to jump back down here. I'm going to put my torches so I know not to block that off, and it keeps it lit. You don't want monsters spawning down here anyway, so it's a good thing to light this all up. Okay, so my thing ends right there. So what I'm going to do is put a repeater. And that's fine if it's powering this block, which is powering the redstone. It's still doing the same thing. That's fine. And it makes it all the way back. That's all I want to make sure. The power, this is powered. That's good. There's power coming out. That's awesome. Let's go inside. Let's click it. Yep, it's off. It's on. It's off. Okay. Next thing we want to do is we want to figure out our outside switch. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 sounds good. And I'm going to use a different block just to annoy you. Don't need pistons anymore. And I'm going to have that there. And if I do that, that's a beautiful thing. I like it. Yep. And then we're going to have a step just like that. That should work. And we're going to connect that from the side of this. And that ends there. I can get rid of this. Put my lever on top here. I shut the power off from the inside. Let's click it here. Oh, the power goes on. Power goes off. Power goes on. Double check this. It all works. The power goes off. Power goes on. Awesome. We just set up our switches. That's amazing. That's just great. Okay. Next thing we're going to do, let's close some of this off. Cannot close this off. So I want to put a torch there. Okay. Don't mind that this zigzags or anything like that. It's fine. It's all fine. So, what are we going to do next? Next we are going to do this. We're going to dig everything like this. I want you to dig 2 there and 1 there underneath every piston. Okay? And I want you to do this. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Just like this. And I want you to do this all the way around. So I'll be back when I'm done with that. Okay, so that's done all the way around. I can walk underneath these outer pistons and I have a space here underneath the center piston. The next thing I want you to do is take these redstone torches and put it on every single block just like this. Don't do that. Make sure it's like this on this block. If you do this, later on when we try and power it to turn it on and off, that will not work. It has to be set down just like I'm doing it, okay? And do that all the way around, and I'll be back when I'm done with that. Okay, I'm done. Yay! Alright. Next thing I want to do is come here up on where your house is, and this end block, this corner end block, we are going to dig down. Okay? Now just under these pistons here, I want you to dig out these 3 blocks, and I want you to add 3 more redstone torches there. Don't leave yet. We got to dig down some more. And then just under that block, I want you to put 3 redstone torches. Okay, so you have the pistons, you got 3 redstone torches there, and then you come down 1 block underneath and you put 3 redstone torches there. Okay? Now we can close this off with whatever you want. Okay? There we go. And we're going to do that with all 4 corners, and I'll return when that's done. Okay, so that's done on all 4 corners. And the only parts that should be sticking up are the center pistons all the way around. Right? Right. Okay. So the next thing I want to do is find that back area, the first area, and what I'm going to do is back here, I'm going to go down 2, then I'm going to come in. And once you see this, leave this alone. If you break it, don't worry, just place another one. And I want you to dig 2 spaces out all the way around this thing. Okay? And we're going to do the same down here. But look, I'm starting at the front. Okay, very important. I'm starting at the front where our power is, okay? And I'm going this way. And then I'm going to come to this corner. And I will do the same. And next I'm going to go back to where the power is. And I'm going to go to my right. Okay, and I'm going to find this first torch. And I'll dig down. Two places. And bring this all out. And we're going to do the same thing right here. Okay, that's all done. We're back at where the power part is, okay? And what I want you to do is dig down 2 on this outer edge. Okay? Now you can leave this as is, and then you can continue here, just to save you from going around all that whole corner. Okay, just trust me on this. All right, so we started off at the power, and I dug down up to this point. I came to the furthest point here from this torch, and I dug out, and I'm gonna dig to this area. And I'm not going to go any further, okay? There's no need to dig any of this out, okay? But this side you will, okay? And we're going to, again, start back where the power is. I already dug this part out, so we're going to come out this here, and I'm going to dig everything out to the next area. And that's it. That's as far as you're going. Okay? So now, what I want to do is I want to take power off of this line, and I'm just going to come down here. Alright, let's hit the switch, sorry. Let's hit the switch before we continue any further. Hit the switch and get the power going on. And we're going to come down here. Gonna bring, oh, look, nothing's glowing. So you can't do this with a repeater. The power doesn't flow in. It only flows in one direction, from this side, this back side. So what I'm going to do is break this and just shy of where it ends. We'll bring this around. Let's stop it there. We're going to grab our repeaters. I'm going to put 1, 2 there, and 1 here. Now the most important thing when you're running repeaters is that you're facing the way you want the power to go. So I'm facing the torch here, facing here, and I turned and I put it down here. Also, this is an outside corner, so there's no need to put a repeater there. You don't want double repeaters, okay? So let's go through that again. We ran the power, right? All right, I can't make the turn, so I'm going to break the one just before it. I'm going to put a repeater. We're going to wrap the redstone around like this. then right here facing this torch, 1, 2, don't need one there, it's already there, 3. The other important thing to watch out for is if you're right clicking or whatever, the place button, you don't do this. You don't accidentally click this. You want to make sure they're all closed. And they all are. Okay. Now we're going to continue along. And I'm just going to, the power died, but see, I can continue on. So I'm going to kill this first dead one, and I'm going to put a repeater. Then we're going to continue on. It died there. Put a repeater. And then repeater here. Repeater there. Repeater there. They're all closed. Yes. And you're going to repeat this process for the other side. Okay, so that's all done. And if you did it correctly, you should go around and these 3 pistons should all now be up. And they are. So good job. Next thing I want to do, what I like to do is I like to put torches. Want it all lit up down here. This isn't always going to be glowing and everything else, so I like to break through the wall here. Don't like that. I like them down like that. Don't ask me why. So I'll go every 4, light everything up. Okay, the next thing I want to do is run power to the center here. Okay, but you see how this is all, I want to fill this all in. Okay, so I suggest you do the same. Fill this all in, just the one block, that's it, all the way around. I'll be back when it's done. Okay, I come back. I just wanted to make sure you don't put a block here because you'll cut the power off. See, you don't want to do that. So what I do is I'll put that block there and I'll put a torch there, and then I'll continue on. Okay, I'll be back when the rest is all filled in. Okay, I'm all done. The next thing I want to do is I want to bring this power across. But what I want to do first is take a redstone torch and put it right there. Because what I'm going to do is we're going to invert the power. And it's only for the center part. So when the power's on here, the power is off here, which is what we want. Okay? So that when that power is off, and later, you see what happens? Corners went down and that went down, and that's what we want. Alright, take that out because we're going to put repeaters here because we may need to be running around with the timing. So we're going to go all the way around with repeaters on every single one. Just remember, when you get to this corner, don't put a second one there, just skip that. Okay, so if you have one already on the outside corner, don't put another one when you turn. Okay, and we're going to do that all the way around. Make sure you're facing and everything else. And don't do that. See, watch out. See, I even do it every now and then, but I caught myself. So make sure you do not click those. Alright? And I'll be back when that's all done. Okay, so we're back. What I want to do now is I want to turn the power off. So this power is on here. Okay, then we're going to start running our redstone. Don't zigzag it at the end. Keep it that far away. And when you see the power, okay, the power's dead there, but really I don't want to zigzag it. What I'm going to do is come back here and I'm going to add a repeater this way. Okay, so we're going to go. Okay, the power died right there. Alright, so the power is dead there. So we're going to break this and we're going to break this. You'll see why in a second. And then you're going to go to this last spot where there's still power, and I want you to break those blocks right there. Okay, now you're going to put a repeater facing away that way. Redstone, 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 redstone. And you're going to put one dot of redstone there. Now you're going to put a repeater facing that way. It's very important that you do that. Okay? And I'm going to continue the redstone around. And I'm going to stop it, I don't know, somewhere just beyond halfway on the backside. Now I'm going to come back to the beginning here. Okay, so I only went this way, the whole way down the side, and maybe halfway or a little bit more on the back. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start running the redstone this way. And it dies there. I'm going to put a repeater there. And we're just going to keep running it. Alright, now it's dead there, so I'm going to break that. I'm going to break that. I'm going to break these two. Face away from the torches. Put a repeater down like that. One dab there. And a repeater that way. And then continue it through the back. Okay, it doesn't go all the way, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a repeater there. And just to make sure that the timing is right, I want to put a repeater this way. And that's it, we're done. All the pistons should be down now. Awesome. Now the next thing we're going to do is work on timing, okay? Now I don't really care, oops, let me fill in that block there. I don't like that. Alright, I don't care about the timing beyond these corners, like here and back and around back. What I care about is when I come up to my house, there's going to be a bridge here. When I come up to here, and I flick this switch, you see that? I just want what I see visible. That's what I want the timing to be good on. So, we're going to click that one more time. And it looks like the front area is a little behind the back area, correct? So we're going to go up to this first repeater. We're going to start. Okay, we've got all these repeaters in their torches. We got our repeater extension. What we're going to do is we're going to click these one time. Just one time each one. Watch out that you don't click it twice or whatever, or you already had it clicked. So it only goes 1, 2, 3, and then it'll reset, and then 1. Okay, so one time each one of these, all on the front or up to your first repeater extender. And then we're going to click this again. Look at that, you see that? All at the same time. And I'm only worried about what I can see. Back here is probably going to be different. Let me see if I can get a view of that and actually click this. So keep your eye out over there. Over on these, okay? You notice there's a difference? Slightly, right? It's only a tenth of a second. It's no big deal. But we're worried about only what we can see, okay? So it looks like the whole thing is going to... Like, you don't need to do the back area. If you start worrying about that and you have a huge moat, like way bigger than this, and you start worrying about timing, you're going to be adding repeaters like crazy everywhere. And when you flick this switch, you'll be waiting like 8 to 12 seconds before anything even happens. As it is right now, We got a good, like a 1 second delay, and that's fine for me. Okay? Alright, so I want the power on right now. And the next thing we're going to do, oh, you're going to love this. Next thing we're going to do, let me see, where are we going to bring this in at? Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to want to pull power and bring it inside. And I think I'm going to do that here. So we're going to come down our normal 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I'm going to go inside, and that is right there, right along this edge here, right on the other side of that door. And we're going to come down. I guess we can get away with, we already know we can get away with going down here, so 3, alright, 7, right? Should have been 7. I'm not sure, but I'm sure I'll run into it. So I'm going to come back, and I'm going to start running this redstone. Don't forget your torches. I'm just crazy like that. I'll have to put torches. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to build my little stair area. I'll make sure I have the room. That's good. I'm going to start adding torches again. Right. Okay, back down. Run the redstone. I don't think it's going to make it up here. No, it's not. So, you can't put it on the stairs. This I know. Okay, but what we're going to do is what we did on the other side. What we're going to do is put a repeater right there. And we're going to bring it this way. Oh, I can do that, yep. Sorry. We'll bring it this way. And then we're just going to see how far we can go. Alright, it dies there. I don't like that. There's not too much we can do about it, so let's just bring it around. Okay, so I have it wrapped all the way around, just off the side, just one back away from everything. Okay. Let's see what happens when I do this. We'll add another repeater there. Okay, that's a little bit better. It's hard to do my wraparound unless it's in an area that I can work with. Okay, so same thing like we did on the other part. And we're going to do the same thing here. Break this. Put a repeater here. That. And repeater there. Okay, so the power goes all the way around now. We're going to put our repeaters all the way around. I'll be back when that's done. Okay, that's done all the way around. I want to see what's going on with the timing again. So, alright, and let's double check that all of that is up. Yes, it is. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so since... Yeah, that's... The inside is a little bit faster. You see that? Let's see if we can fix that with just this one repeater by clicking this one time. Alright? You go inside, click that one repeater that goes in the wall. Just one. Oh, miracle. Look at that. Beautiful. That's what we want. Okay, let's leave the power on. What we're going to do is we're going to come inside, and I'm just going to throw torches everywhere. Yay. Torches. Make sure you don't click these. Okay, just go crazy. So that's done. I'm going to close this off. You're going to leave this open here, just for now, okay? Then we're going to come down here, and we're going to add torches all around here. Make sure you do not click these repeaters. Do not click these. Be careful while placing torches. Alright, and I'm going to do that all the way around. I'm going to throw torches, and I'll be back. And the next thing I want you to do is close this off. Okay? Careful not to touch any repeaters and hit the switches. I'm going to close this off just like I am right here. Okay? Be careful here. Be careful here. You can do that, I believe. Can you do that? Let's test that. I'm not sure. No, you cannot do that. See what happens? Alright. Oh. So don't put a block there. Alright? So, you can't put a block there. Put a torch there. Can't put a block here. Leave it alone. Alright? The rest you all can. Okay? And I want you to do that all the way around. You're going to fill in everything. Even down here, it's not going to affect anything if you do it here, okay? That's fine, alright? But fill all this in, just like this, all the way around. And I will do the same, and I'll be back when that's done. Okay, so that's done, all except for this area, right? Right. And I don't like that. I don't think that's going to work. No, it's not going to work, so what we're going to do is we're going to break that. Sorry. And what we're going to have to do is this area where we pulled the power off of, we're going to drop it back one. Sorry, like I said, I'm no expert. And now we can put a torch there and do that, and that should be fine. Let's test it. Let's test it out. Yes, okay. Now we can break this torch here, and I can close this area off, but we still can't close this part off, okay? I'm sorry about that. I made one little mistake, but it was an easy fix. And I hope you were following me on that. Alright. Okay, now what we need to do, and I'm going to pull it off of here and bring it up. Should I bring it over? No, it shouldn't matter. And I'm going to run this redstone all the way around. But first, before I do that, I want to click the switch. And we're going to run this around. It dies there, right? Alright, that's unfortunate it dies there. I don't like that. I don't know if I zigzag it here, will that make a difference? No, I don't want to go this way with my redstone. So what we're going to do is right here, we're going to put a repeater. Okay? That should fix everything. Because I can't bring this around back this way. It'll interfere with the switch. And I can't really move this. I could, but no, I can't. I really can't. I could bring it. No. See, I can't. So the fix for that is we're just going to put a repeater here, okay? It's no big deal. And then we're going to continue the power all the way around. Alright, it dies there. That's fine. I'm going to back up one, and I'm going to put a repeater there, and then continue it. Okay, it dies there. We know what to do here now, right? Dab a redstone there. Break this away. Put a repeater facing that way. Repeater facing this way. And continue it on. Alright, it dies right there. What I'm going to do is, I know I'm going to have a repeater on this corner. So right here, I'm just going to add a repeater. Okay, and then we're going to continue it back the other way. Alright, where do I have that? It doesn't really matter. It's gonna die. I'm just gonna put a repeater there. Okay, so it died here. Break that. Do that. This. Oops. This. And that. And continue on. And see what happens. Okay, it's dead there. So I know I'm gonna have a repeater here. And I'll put one there. And that should carry the power all the way around. Next, we're going to put our repeaters as normal, like we always do. Only one on the outside corner, remember. And I will be back when that's all done. Okay, so that's all done. Let's check. Everything should be up now because the power's on, right? And it is. And the next thing we do is we're going to click our switch and see what happens. Okay, the front. You notice the front? Alright, the whole thing in itself seems to be... So I'm going to click this once and let's see what happens. Alright, the front part is still fast, this first front part. But you notice the side here, beyond this first repeater at this point, is in time with it. So let's look at that again. Yeah, you see it? So let's go back. I want to switch this off just to show you. You don't have to do it. You can leave yours clicked once. But you see how it's off? And just clicking that one time, right, brought the secondary part in line. Now, in order to bring the first part in line, here's what we're going to do. Up to this first repeater, just this whole first row, We're going to click these each one time. Now this will work only if you built yours 16 by 15, mind you, okay? Alright, if you're following along exactly like I'm building it. If you went bigger, well, you're going to have to mess around with it some more, okay? But, oh, miracle, look at that. Bam! All at the same time. Beautiful, isn't it? Okay. I'm liking it. I'm throwing some torches down everywhere. Okay, I'm done with that. Let's say we just... no, let's block this whole thing out. Alright, what I want you to do is go like this. Keep the power on. And I want you to box this whole thing out just like this all the way around. I just want to do this part with you just to make sure there's nothing here that's going to interfere. And no, it's not. That's a beautiful thing. Okay, and I'm going to continue this, and I'll be back when I'm done here. Okay, let's look. Is that all done? Yes. Okay, so that's blocked off. The next thing I want you to block off is just these two right here. I want you to leave this one between the piston, or just after the outside of the piston. I want you to leave that open. Okay? I'm going to fill this all in though. Oops. Once again, all the way around. Right here, you're just going to block around that. That's fine. And I'm going to do that all the way around, and I'll be back. Alright, that's done. Alright, so the next thing I want you to do is break just this first block on the inside here all the way around. Fill that in. Got any gaps like that, fill them in. Okay, is that all done? I got mine done. Beautiful. Next thing we're going to do is come over here. I'm going to light this up like I did the inside part. I'm just, whatever, you can throw torches anywhere. You can't hurt anything except for the repeater there. Do not click on that. Alright, it doesn't matter how many torches you throw, whatever, I'm going nuts. And then what I'm going to do is probably, I can't put a torch there, but, and I can't put, I'm sorry, I can't put a block there and I can't put a block there. But what I'm going to do is probably take this back like that. And then we'll go 1, 2, and we'll take this back like this. Alright, I'm going to break this. And I'll probably just do this whole middle in stone slab to give me my little bridge area or path leading up to my house. The rest I'm going to do in grass, and I'll be back when that's done. Okay, so that's all done. And we have all that, and the next thing I want is grab some sort of half a slab. And I want you to bring it around on the outside, only a half slab, and I want you to overhang it here on the outside, see? And then I want you to do that for here too, and overhang it on the outside like that, okay? And do that all the way around. I'll do the same, and I'll meet you back here. Okay, I'm all done with that. I want to go inside now, okay? And what I want to do is I want to cover my floor just so I can cover that up. And I'm going to do that all in half slab, and I'll be back when that's done. Okay, that's all done. Starting to look good. It's looking like something now, isn't it? Next thing I'm going to do is we are going to put our blocks on here. I'm going to do a little pattern. You don't have to. You can do whatever you want. I like this pattern, so that's what I'm going to do. You can do whatever you want. Just put whole blocks all on top of the pistons here, all the way around. Make sure you don't click and put something like that, okay? And I'll be back when I'm done. Okay, I'm back. I'm just messing around here. I'm just playing around with my house area, trying to make it look a little different. That's all. Why, I don't know. But okay, there. You don't have to do any of this, okay? I'm just messing around. Okay, so now we have that. Oh, what a beautiful thing. We bring it all down. Let's make sure it's all working. It's all working. It's all down. Yes, it is. Okay, the next thing you're going to grab is, depending on what you're using, lava or water, okay? Um, for this, let's use lava. Why not? Okay? And I usually start off in the corners like that. I'm gonna keep recording this. You're gonna see me, watch me burn. You're like, look at this guy, oh my god. How long this took. Why did I even follow him? But you'll see. And then I want you to make sure that every single block on the outside and the inside is a source block. If you put it out here, don't worry about it. If you put it up there, throw a block down and kill it. Okay, I'm burning now. Are you happy? And it's gonna be slow going. Let me see if I can fly and get the angle right without messing it up. Okay, and I want to do the inside also. And I want to make sure that I hit each one under there and make it a source block. If you want to go crazy and you're not sure if you got everything, once you're done here, hold on. There's a quick way to do that, and that is to fill in everything else in the pool. Looking. I don't see anything flowing or moving, so I think I'm good. Alright. Oops. Caught on fire again. Happy? There we go. Alright, hit my switch. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. That's nice. It's very nice. Make sure this switch works too. And there you have it. You can finish off your house or whatever. I hope you enjoyed building this with me, and I hope that maybe you learned something if you're new to redstone and you're not so scared to build things with it anymore, and that you understand how it works and how the timing of the repeaters work and how they work and extend everything. And I hope you had a successful build just like I did right here, and I hope you enjoy building more things with redstone. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time. Bye.